Okay, well, welcome.
So, Kyle, thank
welcome
you.
back to the office.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
having
you
me.
coming to the office, even though you are not formally a member of our team. I do appreciate you coming by. I know it's close by
Thanks
for
for
you.
having me.
You are part of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Service family,
Yeah,
Toronto office. So,
absolutely.
yeah, thanks for stopping by. What do you want to chat about? Because I have a lot of questions. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you start?
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't have any. But life. I'll talk about me.
All right. Your favorite topic.
Life is good. We are at this time, this recording, we are February 7th. My daughter just had her
Yeah.
first
How
birthday.
was Lexi's first birthday?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, a lot of effort. And now I'm like,
welcome to birthday party.
yeah, now I'm on that side of the fence
Season.
where I would just show up at those parties and be like, oh yeah, but now I had to do all the work. So it
Mm-hmm.
was great though. Love you, Lexi. My wife did a lot of work. Thank you very
course she
much
did.
for that. Yeah, and we have some listings that we're working on right now.
What do you got coming out?
We have 56 Lippincott Townhouse 1. It will go to market at $1,859,000. Offers anytime. It's a beautiful 3-bed, 3-bath on Lippincott, which is College and Bathurst area. So great little
Okay.
spot. If you're looking for something that you need to like move up, get something a little bit bigger because you're feeling a little cramped.
What's the square footage on it?
2,059
size.
square feet. Plus it has 2 balconies.
Okay.
Kirk, how many square feet was it? It's probably over 2,000, right?
Yeah, we'll find out once we get the floor plans. But it's like 2,200.
TBD.
2,200 TBD. Nah, roughly about 2,200, not including
Okay.
the outdoor space. And we did a whole bunch of marketing yesterday. We shot some video.
Mm-hmm.
We did some drone work because that's what we do for our clients. We go above and beyond.
Cool.
That's enough about me. And I still have my listing at 19 Fennings. If you guys want to check that out,
The
beautiful
movie
property.
house.
Yeah, the movie house.
Okay. What's been going on with that? Any activity? What are you seeing?
It's been a little slow. The market's slow, still a bit slow. I mean, it's hard in that price point. Sorry, I guess I'm going to say it's slow. It's picked up.
Right, because that's in the 3 to 4 mil, right?
Yeah, that's in the 3
Plus
to 4
we had
mil.
the mansion tax come into play.
Which we can talk about because for that price point, it's actually not that much more.
All right. Why don't you
So
explain that
we're
to me?
priced at 3.8, and additionally, it's only an additional $8,000
Okay.
in that price point. So you're already spending $160,000 on land transfer tax between the provincial and municipal land transfer tax. So you're really just adding another $8,000 if it's sold for $3.8 million.
In the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things,
So
if you
it's-
have money to buy a home,
Yeah.
3 to 4 mil, what's $8,000?
Yeah, what's $8,000 exactly? How about you? Enough about me.
What about me? I mean, I'm just trying to work on a few projects to kind of get all my systems in place and get in touch with a lot of my past clients. I have a few buyers, one that is going to start hitting the ground running probably next week-ish once he gets his numbers back from my lovely mortgage broker.
Yep.
And then people are starting to come off the sidelines for me, but like I see the activity mostly out there. Like other agents have clients super active.
Right.
Mine are starting to trickle.
So you mean clients, you mean buyer clients, right?
Mostly buyer clients. I had a listing that was going to be coming out in Dundas, Ontario. They've decided not to anymore. So, I mean, it's hit or miss right now.
Yeah. I think I know that in this office, we've started to see a lot of the phones starting to ring, phones as in emails, really. But a lot of people are reaching out, asking questions about the market, thinking about listing, wanting to list. So
Yeah.
I think, with this influx of buyer activity over the last month or so, because the numbers came out, and I think yesterday we had a team meeting and properties were up 47%. Was it total properties or was it
Sales.
condo?
That was sales, and I
Sales.
think it was total.
Total.
Yeah.
Up 47% over last year in January. So that's a good sign that the market is turning. Buyers are now seeing some confidence in the rates, which is great news.
Yeah.
So,
and now the media
yeah.
is starting to pick it up. So now the buyers are starting to really trust what we're saying.
Yes.
Because when we start to warn people, when we're on the ground level and we start to see it happen, we start to see trends of activity picking up, it really isn't until the media starts picking it up that people are like, oh, well, my realtor was right.
My realtor was right. No, you're totally right. 'Cause we're like boots on the ground. We see these things happening, day by day, week by week.
Yeah.
And then, the report
And I
comes
get
out.
how it sounds. It's like, it's been a down market, it's dead, this and that, and then all of a sudden us realtors are like, multiple offers are coming back, you know, and I can understand how that might look, but I mean, we're really warning you because we're actually seeing it.
Yeah, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. There's not 100%. Enough supply, and there is a demand. There's just a lot of buyers right now that are sitting on their hands, waiting, seeing. They want to see what happens with the rates, but I know every realtor is saying this right now. Once the rates, hold and start going down, then the buyers are going to come back out. Prices are going to go up. That's just the way that it works.
Yep. We've seen it.
Yeah. There's too much demand, not enough supply. So
yeah.
What we're telling our clients right now is get out there.
Yeah. Get
your pre-approvals and be active. You don't have to necessarily pull the trigger.
No.
But at least, have a look at the market, find some good opportunities, ask your realtor. So there's a ton of good opportunities that we're seeing.
Yeah. I mean, you posted one, was that a week ago, 2 weeks ago? That was like listed for 2.5. I don't even remember for how long, but it went for 2. There's definitely some deals out there to be had.
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw a property in this Queen West area. It's on Gladstone, 178 Gladstone. It was listed at 1549, but it was a, what do you call it? Sorry. It was a bank sale. Bank sale?
Yeah.
Foreclosure. Foreclosure. So it was a foreclosure listed at 1549. I think they originally had it at like 18 something, and then 1549, and then they took it off the market, and now it's listed at 1299. So it's like come down another $200,000, $250,000. So if you're a contractor out there and you're watching this video and you're looking for a really good opportunity, reach out to us because we have it's sticks and windows, basically. It doesn't have electrical, doesn't have plumbing, doesn't have any of the finishes, but it's an opportunity to put, your own touch on it. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Pick your own finishes.
What do you like about living in, because you live in Roncesvalles?
Yeah.
So what do you like about living in Roncesvalles?
Well, so for anyone who doesn't know, I'm separated about a year and 8 months ago. And so I kind of hopped around the city in different neighborhoods to kind of figure out what I loved, really where I wanted to land. The opportunity presented itself for me to move to Ronci, and I just love it. It's like a bit more of a small town, like very community-based area. Everyone, like the amount of times that I walk down the street and someone's like, "You look lovely today." I'm like, "Oh,
that's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too." Like I just love the people in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there's great little markets and restaurants, and you're right by High Park. You're right by the lake if you want to go down by the lake.
Yeah.
Like everything is just sort of right there, and you're still super close to the core, but like not quite in it because that's too much for me.
Have you gone to Sunnyside? Sunnyside Pool, Sunnyside Beach?
Yeah. I wanted to last summer.
Okay.
And the beach, yes.
Yeah.
But the pool, my girlfriend kind of shut that down. She's like, "You want to go to a public pool, Alex?" I was like,
"It's not bad.
It's fair." So I didn't do it.
It's not terrible. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of people, and it's
she was like, "How many kids do you think pee in that pool?" And I was like, "Yeah,
totally.
Fair."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of the. I mean, there's 2 beaches really that you would go to out in Ashbridges, which is probably the best one.
I do love Ashbridges.
Yeah, but Sunnyside it's close to home for us, so it's a good secondary.
It's just kind of tight.
It's a little bit more narrow, but you know what? They have a nice restaurant there.
Yeah.
So you can get some food. They have some nice salads and pizzas and things. Get some food. We watch the air show from there every year.
Yeah.
We try to.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah.
I
got lucky. I was watching the air show this year from a friend's boat.
Ooh.
Which was really fun.
That's fun. I love the air show.
Yeah. We had our
what else is going
meeting
on?
yesterday. A lot of training.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Learning.
I think it was super useful.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing called TikTok, I think Kirk was talking about.
The TikToky?
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us who are a little older, who have avoided TikTok, are realizing we have to learn it anyway.
Yeah. We might have to get on that train.
I know.
There's a lot. There's too much, though, in my opinion. Like, I feel like you really need to focus on one specific social media platform.
I know.
And not try to spread yourself.
I
even
know.
though I spread myself all across all of them.
Well, you do, yeah.
But I try to really, I'm repurposing some content and throwing it onto TikTok just to here you go.
Yeah, but that's a good idea. We have tons of content already existing.
Yeah.
Within our social media channels, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do everything over and
Opus clip.
chop it up, opus clip it.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone our secret.
Oh, shit. Someone already told me not to tell.
Yeah, I know. Drobin. I already knew about it, so you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I didn't tell him. He already knew. See?
It's trtrue.
And then Monday we go to Calabogie.
Yeah, let's talk about Calabogie. Did you look at the floor plans?
No,
Why?
I didn't.
So if you click on that email, there's a link, and you can go into the Google Drive, and you can look at the floor plans. You'll get the renderings.
Okay, well, you got to explain what you're talking about. Like, what are we
Calabogie?
looking at?
Yeah, so Calabogie is a new development project that's happening in Calabogie at the resort. So it's a ski resort, and apparently it is the highest elevation in Ontario, which we had to fact check because I didn't believe it. I mean, when I looked at the pictures, it kind of looked like Bowler
Bunny
Bump.
Hill?
If you know what that is, in London, Ontario, there's a a hill there called Bowler, and we called it Bowler Bump. But
It's just a little bump.
yeah, it was tiny. It was like a 7-second ride down. It was just done. It was like a toboggan hill. Anyway, apparently it's the highest. Kirk, what was the elevation? 1,400 or something?
That sounds right.
Yeah, 1,400 feet foot elevation, and Blue Mountain is 1,200. And we're like, oh wow, so
Interesting.
this should be exciting. I'm excited
I'm a
to.
little scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you skied or snowboarded?
Well, so here's the thing.
Ever?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I started as a kid, like most people, and then it broke my wrist. And I think I told you guys I was always the kid that like never wanted to hurt themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think I got on a board after that at all.
Okay. So you're
So-
ski or snowboard? You snowboard. You ski.
No, I'm gonna
You
ski.
neither.
I think it's safer for me. There's
Yeah.
more control.
Yeah, there definitely
Right?
is. Yeah, because if you're not a snowboarder,
I
you will
might just
hurt
be
your
more of
bum.
an après person next week. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Let's
idea
see.
too. I mean, by the time we get there, it is 4 hours away, but it is a excellent opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna, get wined and dined.
Mm-hmm.
We are actually the exclusive brokerage.
Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway is.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll be selling this inventory.
It's almost like what we were saying yesterday. It's almost like a more affordable option to a vacation property at either Blue Mountain or what was the other one we talked about, Muskoka Bay Resort.
Right.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably
good
a pretty good
opportunity.
investment.
We'll just see what the pricing looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a few clients that have purchased properties in Calabogie
Really?
area. Yeah, I helped them. Yeah,
Okay.
some cottage properties.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 4-hour drive.
I was just about to say you.
So I
you
drove.
must have stayed out there.
I drove to my cottage, which is 2 hours from
Okay.
that. So because it's east, I could go to my cottage and then stayed the night there, and then I drove out.
Okay, that
Did
helps.
that, and then came back, stayed at the cottage, and went home. Yeah, it definitely broke it up. I did do the trip in one day after we had a buyer visit or something, and it was it was a full day.
It's 8 hours.
10
Like,
hours.
You basically should be in New York.
Yeah, it was a 10-hour day, and I just drove, but it was worth it because I love my
It's
clients.
horrendous.
So yeah, we'll be at Calabogie, checking out the scenes. That would be fun, and then we have our Berkshire Hathaway Home Services yearly convention coming up,
Yes, we do.
which I will not be going to, even though I should.
I'm
But
on
I'm
the
not.
fence about going, but this one's in New Orleans,
Yes,
which is one
NOLA.
of my favorite spots.
So you're on the fence. I'm on the fence too.
You literally said you weren't going, and
I'm
you had like
not.
4 reasons why you weren't going. Now you're like, man, I'm on the fence.
I had a choice between that and I mean I was just there. I told you, and you know this. I was there like a month ago. Beautiful city.
But you weren't there with us.
I wasn't there
Say
with
that
you
like
guys.
I'm going. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm going.
Yeah, you're not going. But I was there. It was great. It was a good time. I had a bachelor party there, so it was a lot of fun. But I don't know if I could do that again. And yeah, I might not. I might go to San Diego.
San Diego.
Don't.
Nope. Yeah, I am debating. I don't know. I just feel like I kind of feel like things are a little still slow for me with clients. So I feel like, I don't know, I might get on a plane and go somewhere and just kind of work on all these projects that I have in play.
Okay.
And
What
if I
kind of
do
projects
that-
do you want to talk about them? No,
no.
I know. I think I tried to get this out of you before, and you wouldn't tell me.
And No, hard pass. No, well, like
Like what? Like Tupperware? Like what are you doing?
Yes, I sell Tupperware now.
Is that company still around, Tupperware?
I don't think so. I think that's like
You an Avon lady?
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities like that. No, I'm not dabbling in anything like that. But mostly the projects are for my real estate business. It's just kind of making sure everything's super systematized going forward, which is a lot of like tedious data entry crap that is no fun.
No fun.
So
No one likes
why
that.
not do that near a beach?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all work remotely now. Mm-hmm. Well, not all of us, but we can as realtors.
Yeah. And hey,
Cool.
if I have a showing, I'll call one of you.
Yeah. Kirk, you're in. Showing.
I'm joking. This is a hypothetical.
Well, I mean, the phones that are ringing or the opportunities that I'm seeing now are from previous listings. So these are people that I haven't met before, but they're reaching out to me now
Because they were on the market.
because they were on the
previously,
market,
someone else.
didn't sell. So they're asking for my opinion on why they didn't sell. And there's a few different reasons, but I just feel like in this market right now, the time to work with an experienced full service agent is hands down. If you're not doing that, you are not going to sell.
You're
your
leaving
property.
money on the table.
You're leaving money on the table. That's
100%.
perfect. Yeah. So I went to a listing presentation and viewed his home. This one gentleman, and he had terrible staging, cell phone pictures, overpriced, and that's like the trifecta of death. Like if you have,
I mean, that's
you're never going to sell
traumatic,
if you're overpriced. You have terrible staging and terrible photography. So that's something that we preach here at this office.
I think we saw a lot of that in the last couple years of the down market, just because sales are down, so incomes are down for a lot of realtors, and this was the last time for realtors should be sparing expenses and using their cell phone for photos. Like, they needed to be doubling down on their marketing and investing in their listings, because now look at them. Some of them are losing their listings and they're going to Kyle. So
Yeah, going to us.
So
You're getting them as well.
yes.
Yeah, no, the opportunities out there are great right now for full service realtors that do full service. I mean, that's something that I know you guys offer that as well. That's something that we offer. I just, if you're going to go to market, I don't know why, like you said, like, why would you leave money off the table? And why, as a seller, why would you want your property to be showcased poorly? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
Yes, they are trying to save money,
Yeah.
but in the end,
You get what you pay for, though.
and if you spend a little bit
gotta
of money,
budge.
you spend a little bit more money, you're going to make more money and you're going to sell your home quicker.
Well, that's the idea. All these things that we spend money on are hoping to create value in the mind of the buyer, where they're going to create an emotional attachment. They're going to pay more than they normally would. And then it doesn't even matter what sellers are paying us because it's over and above what they thought they were going to get. So, it pays to do these things.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
And so with today's market, where do you see people having the most opportunity? Like, is it investors in the rental market? Is it the first-time home buyer market? Like, where do you think we're going to see more opportunity in
I
the
think there's a
coming
ton of
months?
opportunity right now in condos, right? I
Massive.
think, there's a lot of inventory that's been sitting on the market for 30, 60 plus days. Prices are coming down. Some of those sellers are a bit desperate. They need to sell. They are getting hammered by the rates.
Especially investors who have multiple properties.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
struggling.
say. Yeah, a lot of times these are secondary, tertiary properties. So they need to get out of them. And this is an excellent opportunity for a first-time home buyer looking to get in. And that's part of the job that we do, is identifying those opportunities. And that's why you use a realtor. I mean, everyone has a full-time job. They don't have time necessarily to go out and find out more details. Like, you can peruse, the apps and have a look and find some good listings. But you need a realtor that really can dig into that property, find out what the comps are, find out the historics on that property. When did the seller purchase it? How much equity have they built up already? How much of an opportunity is there? You know, we will call that realtor, the listing agent, and we'll find out a lot of information. So having someone that's, you know, boots on the ground every day, this is what we do, is vital to your success.
No, it for sure makes a massive difference. We're going to play the question game.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is this is going to help everybody get to know Kyle on a much more intimate level. If you could travel to any point back in time, what year would you choose and why?
Good question. Okay, so I think I would like to go back to like early 1900s when the city was, you know, fully building, when they were building like the homes. I want to see what my neighborhood looked like when my house was built.
So like,
and even just
around
like
1900,
yeah, like
1910.
like my house was built in 1910. So I think it would be really cool to like see what the city looked like then. Go down to, you know, the waterfront, see what the water looked like. Like
Devil's
just
advocate here.
oh shit.
Wasn't that like prohibition and stuff? Like, you know, what if, you know, you can't
Yeah, but there were still
drink?
places where there were speakeasies. You
There
can
was
go
tons
find,
of
you can find booze.
disease.
There was definitely a lot of disease. But you're saying if I could go back, like I would be a
like
I'd be like-
immunized Kyle.
yeah, it'd be like Michael J. Fox. Like I'd look like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd be fine. Like I wouldn't be shriveled up and like, you know, I'd have food in me. Like I'd be good.
Okay.
But when do I leave? Like how long do I get to spend there?
Now.
No, like how long would I spend there? Like am I there
I don't know.
indefinitely?
This is getting too far. This was a very simple.
I think
it's because I played devil's advocate.
like
That's
what
why this went
what would
further.
some people say? Like, oh, I want to go back to see like the
Well, like
caveman.
mine was a lot more simple. Like I would go back to high school when I didn't have any responsibilities,
Right. Okay.
and I loved high school.
You still have responsibilities when you're in high school.
I mean, not in comparison to like adult responsibilities.
This is true. Okay.
Adulting is real. Okay. What are a few things at the top of your bucket list?
Good question. I would like to, like this year, I want to travel. I want to travel a lot more. I want to travel every year, but I also want to build out my cabins. I want to build some cabins, like some
Up at the cottage?
Yeah, I want to start with one at
bunkies.
the cottage, kind of like a bunkie, a little cabin, but like a spa style. Because I really want to, I want that passive. I guess it's not really passive, but I want to generate some income, just like you were talking about, generate some income on the side. So a little side hustle.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah, I mean, the opportunities there are huge. Like
Okay.
what I follow this guy, I can't remember his name, but he's he's got an Instagram, on Instagram, he's got a channel like Airbnb guy. I'll put the link in the description. You guys can follow him, but he basically, what he does is he has a company that breaks down Airbnbs, and he can basically tell you like, this is how much roughly it will generate in this neighborhood if you did it like this. So he's like a consultant
There's
for
a few
Airbnb.
people I've seen that are specializing in that space.
Yeah.
Because I mean, since COVID and people couldn't travel, I mean, our market up in cottage country blew up.
Yeah.
Because people were buying up property to go up north
Totally.
instead of getting on planes.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
And there's hundreds of thousands of dollars that can be made. Some of the cabins that he was showing me, it was like 1-bedroom cabin, not even a 1-bedroom. It was like a studio cabin, and they were making $150,000 a year. Like that is, if you had that kind of income, that would be as a side hustle.
I know.
So that's
It's
what I'm
pretty
going to
decent.
focus on, I think, this year.
Okay, so we just scrolled
Bucket
real
list.
hard. Yeah, go back
Yeah.
to your bucket list.
That was my bucket list.
Okay, well,
Okay.
That's the whole bucket.
I only got one thing in the bucket. Let's go. One thing every year.
All right, listen, that's totally fine. Bucket list for me, I will say the last 13 years I did not travel as much as I really wanted to, so definitely travel.
Okay.
And figuring out a way to leverage out certain pieces of my business so I can have more freedom of
Okay.
time.
Yeah, free up time.
for
Be the
sure.
rainmaker. So wait, if we're doing this back and forth, you didn't answer the first question.
Yeah, I did. I said I would travel back to high school.
Fuck, you did. Sorry. Sorry for swearing, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. What decision do you look back on and say, what the hell was I thinking? Like, was it a hairstyle? Was
nah.
it something you ate?
I mean, back in high school, and my friends that know me from high school, We went through a Gino phase.
Oh my
so I had
gosh.
like the frosted tips. I had the Kappa suit.
You did not.
I
You
had
were
the
that
overalls
guy?
that we like folded over and wore them like pants. Yeah, I had earrings. Look, I had earrings.
Like gauges.
What?
Like
earrings.
okay, never mind.
What's
Gauges.
a gauge?
Where they like spread your.
No,
Hello.
not like that. That was like
Thank you,
spacers.
spacers.
Yeah, that was like punk rock style or something. No, I'm talking about just like some
checking.
nice hoops.
You had
know?
hoops.
I'd wear like a hairband.
I'm gonna start
It was
calling
a
you
Gino.
Hoopty.
I don't know. Those were the days.
Those were the days. They
And
were
we
the
won't go
days.
back to those.
Yeah.
How about you?
What decision do I look back on and see what was I thinking? Probably. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I might have to come back to this one.
We're going to have to cut that.
Yeah, that's a big cut
Okay.
on the editing train. If you could give your 16-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be? And would you have listened?
Don't dress like a Gino.
Do you think you would have listened?
Your old self.
You would have been like, no, it's so cool though.
No, yeah, that was the style. I went through a few styles in high school. I think it was like we had like the hip hop phase, we had like the grunge rock.
That's pretty
and that
much
was,
all my guy friends went through.
Yeah.
Was the hip hop.
Yeah,
phase.
yeah, like FUBU jackets and
Yeah,
Nietzsche
all the
and
FUBU.
things like that. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. My 16-year-old self. No, I wouldn't change anything. I think it was
Great.
16. It was a lot of fun. Maybe go to school. Maybe spend
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I
Not
would've
go to
done that
school,
too.
but maybe spend a little bit more
time.
time and effort on classes. I find that as we get older, I'm like more interested in
Same.
like researching things and even things that they taught me in school. I didn't care about them, but now I care about them as I
That's
get
fair.
older. Yeah.
That's fair. I think I would have probably told myself to learn how to do my taxes.
Yeah. Those are tough.
Those are
You don't have an accountant?
atrocious. I do, but like it took me a minute.
Yeah,
First
it's a
starting
lot.
out my business, it took me a minute to really wrap my head around it. And
Yeah.
it's something that is seriously to this day still the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
And I wish they taught more about finances and whatnot in school.
Yeah.
Because I
in
think
school,
it's
yeah.
insane.
Well, at Berkshire, we have courses that you can take, and we have speakers that come in and they talk to us about it. So
Yeah.
it's great. Join Berkshire Hathaway Home
Shout out
Services.
to Berkshire Hathaway. You can be a part of our really great family. Who is or was the most influential person in your life? Let's skip that one. This one's funner. What is
Yeah.
the first thing you would do if you won the lottery?
Oh, I think about this all the time because
Do you?
I play the lottery. I think it's in my like genes because my grandmother played, my mom plays, and
Yeah.
so I play. Yeah, that's the thing with the lottery. It's like I would obviously invest, and I would probably invest heavily in real estate because I love it, and there's so many great places out there that I would love to own. But I also like there's something about building a business and not just given money. I want to actually build something because I feel like if I won $50 million that people would just be like, oh well, you're rich because you won $50 million.
Right.
Where I think I would, as a business person, would turn that 50 into like 500.
I see. You're
in the next
saying
5
you
years.
would throw it into a new venture
Yeah.
and allow it to grow and
I would
work
grow.
for you.
I would grow this business. I would grow this office. Right. I would.
You'd have
I would just.
so much camera equipment.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would have all those offices that way. But yeah, no, I'd buy like properties that I can Airbnb. Like that's the thing with me. I've always bought properties that I can rent out or I can make money off. I don't believe in having a property and it just sit there. I think they should always be making money for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I won the lottery.
That's what you do. If I won the lottery, I would just be buying up vacation properties like all over the world.
And then you have to but that's again, if you did that,
I know.
you have to manage them.
I already had it in the back of my head
Yeah.
before you even said it. I know.
But that's fine because if that's a side business that you want to work on, then you would need someone you couldn't just have all these properties because they would go.
No, I would hire property management
Yeah.
companies all over.
Yeah, and then maybe rent them out so that they don't just sit there and vacant.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Not a dummy.
Yeah. No, for sure. Just burning
You know?
money away.
It's just literally throwing it away or lighting it on fire. Who would you want to sit next to on a 10-hour flight across the world? And why?
My beautiful wife and my daughter.
Good answer.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're going to have very different answers.
How about you?
Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I don't even have like a celebrity crush. I've never been that person either. Probably, oh, you know what? My dad.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
He's not
nice.
around anymore, so I feel like I would want to do that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I think it would also,
one
like,
wish.
if it wasn't a family member that we could choose, I think it would be cool to, like, for me, it would probably be someone in business that I could just, like,
Sure.
you know, soak up as much information that I
Who
could.
would that be?
Whew. I'd actually have to, like, there's obviously a bunch of names that I could, you know, that I would, actually, you know what? Ryan Serhant would be great.
Yeah?
Yeah, just because, I mean, I love what he's done in, you know,
And
with the
he's a lot of
Serhant.
fun. Like, to sit on a flight with him for that long, I
Yeah.
feel like would be super fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could just pick his brain and see what he's doing and see how he grew and all of that. Even though, you know, you can watch everything on TV and on socials and get a lot of information from him, but I think sitting there and, like, for 10 hours, that's a long damn time.
Yeah.
You really get a lot of information out of this person, whoever,
Yeah, well, it's
whoever the
like-
person you would pick.
Yeah,
So
10
who would you
hours.
pick if it wasn't family?
If it wasn't family, this was the part that I like stumbled. Ooh, how much should someone judge a person by their appearance?
Yeah, that's good. I don't think you should at all. Because I know some very wealthy individuals that just, you know, dress normal and you would never think. So you never know what's,
Nope.
you know, someone's situation is. So, and it doesn't have to be wealth, but I mean, yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also firmly believe that, like, you just don't judge people before you know them.
Yeah.
You
I
never
agree.
know, right?
All right.
All right, well, last one.
Okay, last one.
What is the healthiest and unhealthiest thing that you do regularly? I wasn't about to not ask you this because I want to know.
Healthiest, I try to go to the gym
Yep.
at least 4 to 5 days a week. So that's the healthiest thing.
I think I know
not
what the
just
unhealthiest
the gym.
is.
Unhealthy,
You have an obsession with one thing.
I have an obsession with one thing. What is it, Taco Bell?
No? Have you ever eaten Taco Bell with me? No. What do you usually eat when you're with us for lunch?
Oh, beef patty? No. I don't
Nope.
know. What do I eat?
Burgers.
Oh, yes. Burgers are a balanced, healthy meal. Like,
Okay, so then answer the question.
Delicious.
What's the unhealthiest thing that you
honestly, when I'm
do
hungover,
regularly?
there's a Taco Bell near my house, and I go and I get Taco Bell.
You want to get at Taco Bell?
Fry Supreme, 2 tacos normally, Dr. Pepper, Fountain Pop. It's
I love that you
delicious.
have a usual.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like once a year, maybe twice. Don't tell my wife. But
I think you just
it's,
did.
It's my guilty pleasure.
Sorry, Liz.
How about you?
The healthiest thing I probably do would either be the gym or like something I do for my mental health because I think both are super important.
Nice.
And then I would probably have to say the unhealthiest thing I do, I tend to like spiral sometimes in my head about
Okay.
things. Some of you guys know I can spiral.
Okay.
Trying really hard to work on it.
So that's the mental side that you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. And it will be for no reason. And I'll just be sitting at home, like spiraling. And then
Well, at least you're cognizant of it.
I'm cognizant of it. And I stop myself at some point and then
Yeah,
I
that's good.
rationalize, bring myself back down.
Okay. No, now I know this about you. So if I ever see it, I will. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you and I have a pretty good friendship that if I ask you something, you're pretty honest with me. I don't really spiral about anything when it comes to
Yeah.
work or our friendship.
True.
No. But yeah, that's about it.
Well, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
And thank you for sitting in on this. And I hope the viewers like this content. And if you do, then please smash that subscribe button and follow this channel for wonderful interview talks just like this.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.